Marcus, and he's a character when it comes to football. And after that game, we just start talking smack against the Niners, saying, "Oh, what happened to the Niners? They could handle the Chargers, huh?" And my other brother thought we were going to get our ass whipped leaving that ballpark.
Yeah, just don't do that though at the Oakland arena.
Oh yeah, Oakland.
You'll probably get murdered. John, what are your thoughts on that story?
Well, that's kind of interesting that a guy can go from college to the professional level. That's quite a change in terms of climate and society and all that sort of stuff. So good luck to him.
Yeah, that's very true. Good luck to your brother, though.
My nephew.
Or your nephew.
Yeah.
My bad.
My nephew, Ryan.
Ryan.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice indeed.
In fact, one of the free agents right now used to be a Charger.
Ah.
And I would love to see them Chargers maybe get him back again.
And who is this?
Junior Seau.
Ah, Junior Seau, the old ageless wonder. Your thoughts on Junior Seau?
He's too old.
Yeah. I was just
very simple. Exactly.
I was just joking on that. He's too old.
Yeah.
Too old. He can stay with the Patriots for all that matter. Yeah, I look weird on the camera. But anyways, though. So who do you think the Rams though are going to be picking number 1 in the draft? Down to
take Bradford or Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah, that was they need a quarterback, or they probably have to go with the Ndamukong Suh.
And Bradford is the quarterback, right?
Bradford is the quarterback.
Yeah, I think they'd probably go for him if they need a quarterback.
Or Colt McCoy, maybe.
Yeah.
From Texas. The Rams do need somebody that's mobile, since they are.
I think the
offensive line has just kind of been a little the past 2 years, so.
I think their better choice is going for the guy from Texas.
Colt McCoy? And you're saying Sam Bradford,
yeah,
huh?
he tests out better in all categories.
Into all categories, like strength, speed, agility, and all that other.
Yeah. That's for sure. Niners, I give them credit. I think they're going to be better this next year because they have some good players. They probably will get some more good players coming in. I think they have a shot maybe making the first round by losing the first round.
And by the way, speaking of the NFC West, since now Kurt Warner finally retired, I think the whole NFC West is like up in the air, basically. So what are your guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's up for grabs, so it could be anyone from the NFC West.
So who would you think would win the NFC West?
Could be, you know what? It could be the Rams. If they
turn it around, if
they could turn around and get the draft picks, and the people in the draft picks they get prove who they are, and they could do it.
Well, if they got to play solid, though, they got to play solid down the stretch. They had to make a miraculous turnaround. I think they would probably go like right around 9-7, maybe somewhere around there.
I would say 9-7. If they can get a good team with their draft pick,
they got to build around Steven Jackson, basically.
Definitely.
Steven Jackson's basically the star core of the St. Louis Rams right now. John, what would your prediction be, though? Who would think?
Well, I think if the 49ers can get some offensive linemen and shore up their offensive line, because their defense was really good last year.
Oh, yeah, so definitely. Patrick Willis, two-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah. So if they can shore up the offensive line, give the quarterback a little bit more time, better holes for the running backs, I think the 49ers will be in contention for that division.
Yeah, so like I said, the whole NFC West, it's basically up in the air.
It is up in the air.
Yeah, it's like the only division that's like...
With him gone.
Yeah.
Kurt Warner gone.
Yeah, what do you think about Larry Fitzgerald's thoughts on Kurt Warner retiring? What would he be thinking right now?
He's probably thinking, not a good move. I don't know.
You wanted him back for one more year, basically?
And that's part, Rams,
actually, speaking of the Cardinals, though, Anquan Bolden was traded to the Ravens. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I really don't have no comment on that one, really.
Really? So you're not going to say anything to that?
It's interesting, trade, but...
For like a 3rd and 5th round pick, I believe, to Arizona.
That's going to be really good for Arizona,
So what are your thoughts?
Somewhere down the road, I think that's another sign that Arizona is getting ready to rebuild their program. They really have no quarterback that's established himself. They're getting rid of an outstanding receiver, and now they just have Larry Fitzgerald. So anybody defensively just concentrate.
And Steve Breston's got to get back in the mix, though, for that number 2 spot.
Yeah.
So anything can happen, though. Seriously.
That's true.
It's not like the NFL.
Because the NBA draft lottery is in March.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
And the
NBA.
No.
The NBA's in June.
June.
The draft is new. When is the lottery? Because I know the
lottery's in
March or April.
May, somewhere around there.
Actually, I
think it's in May.
I retract that then because I think.
Well, bad knowledge by.
It's April or May.
That's the first.
Actually, no. My first couple semesters here, man, I was a train wreck. I'd say a lot of weird stuff.
Hey, you're not the only one, man. Trust me.
Not at all.
Yeah. If he doesn't have an agent, he can withdraw. So he can say, I declare for the draft, but not have an agent.
Yep.
And then there's a point where he can back out of that. And I think it's after the lottery has been set.
Sean, your thoughts?
I agree. He could back out. Before the lottery is set.
On the plus side, the money's the same no matter where he goes.
True.
That's true. That's great knowledge by
that's right.
Coach John Welch from Lincoln JV High School basketball. So actually, we get Will Tuckerman's thoughts on this though for the NCAA tournament. Who do you think is favored to win it all this year?
For the college.
Yeah, college hoops.
Guys, I'm your typical pro guy because I don't pay attention to the tournament until it starts. The seeding, unless it's the number 1 or number 2 seed, really it doesn't matter. But you look at like all the mid majors, like pretty much from 3 on down. To me, it's just it's like, why does it matter? Because only the number 1 and number 2 seed matters. Please tell me the last time a team won the NCAA tournament that wasn't a number 1 or a number 2 seed. So that's what I pay attention to. Pay attention to who gets those number 1 or number 2 seeds. And that's pretty much it. And it's been a down year, especially out west, because I pay attention to the conferences out west, like the Pac-10, the WCC. It's been down because the Pac-10's been really bad this year.
Oh,
really
yeah,
bad.
definitely. It's been like the worst year since I don't even know when.
Yeah, I just I don't know, because it's been so bad. I guess this could be one of those years where, one of the top teams, like the top 5 teams, they might just outrun everyone in the NCAA tournament. But it's going to be the same old. Davidsons don't grow on trees. A Stephen Curry, Davidson.
Neither do LeBron James or the Kobe Bryants and all that other.
Right. Exactly. So no, unless one of those teams comes out of the woodworks, then you're going to see one of the top teams go in. That's for sure.
All right, real quick though, but we're almost running out of time, so let's go this real quick though. Who do you think is going to win the NFC West this year, since it's up in the air, and now Kurt Warner finally retires?
I'm surprised Arizona lost both Dansby and Antrell Roll. Antrell Roll goes to the Giants, and Dansby goes to the Dolphins. I thought they would keep at least one of them. They lose Kurt Warner. They lose both of those guys.
And they lost Anquan Bolden to Baltimore.
And they lost Anquan Bolden to Baltimore. I don't see any reason why a so-called NFL expert would pick the Cardinals to win, and the Rams are a mess. So that leaves 2 teams,
Seattle
the
and
49ers
San Francisco.
and the Seahawks.
Unless the Rams make a miraculous turnaround with their...
Not going to happen.
Okay.
They got.
All right, hey, I'm cool with your opinion.
Too much work. Too much work to do. So it's going to come down to the 49ers and the Seahawks.
Oh, yeah.
And the Seahawks, with Pete Carroll coming in, they're going to try to make some big moves. Wouldn't surprise me if it comes down to the end, 49ers and Seahawks. But again, it comes down to what the 49ers do for the rest of the offseason. I've been on bandwagon. I've been on the Donovan McNabb bandwagon.